Good morning, everybody. Father David from St Joseph's Presbytery, just with a shortish message, with an appeal really. We have been looking at opening up for the 6 o'clock vigil mass at St Joseph's on Saturday evening, in addition to the other openings for mass that we've already scheduled. The reason for this is because last Sunday we had quite a number of people at Sunday morning mass here at St Joseph's, as we did at St Peter's, and in fact here we had to sadly turn one or two away, which is an awful thing really, but we had no choice because of the restrictions and safe distancing. So the feeling was that it would be good perhaps to have the vigil mass as an alternative, both for people here at St Joseph's and for I know there's a good number of people who are St Peter's parishioners who like to go to the vigil mass, which would take pressure off both the morning masses somewhat. So that was the plan. The difficulty with that, of course, is unlike the other two masses, it will be followed by another mass within 24 hours, because of course it's at 6 o'clock and the next mass at St Joseph's is at 9:15 the following morning. So it is necessary therefore to clean the benches. We don't have to do that for the 9:15 or the 10:30 because the next mass in those churches is like 72 hours hence from that point, and so any possible virus particles that might be around will have died and gone by then, so it's a safe time period. That's why we have the other masses in the week at Wednesday in the middle of the week. But obviously after the vigil mass you've only got from after the 6 o'clock mass until the following morning, so we would need to clean where people have been. Now we've got stewards who would be prepared to do the mass, but we actually really need a special team of people who are prepared to clean. It's just simply to clean the benches where people have been. We'll see where they have been and then clean them down. Now we don't know how many people will come. It may not be as many as we've had at our first two masses last Sunday, and so there may not be as much to do as you might think, but we do need volunteers. They are stewards, although they won't be doing any of the other stewarding work. We'll just have this team for the cleaning work after mass. The other stewards will do the stewarding for the mass, welcoming people in, taking any names and numbers and making sure people are hand sanitized and making sure they get to whatever places there are in the benches, and ensuring that we observe all the distancing, all that kind of thing. So it'll be like a second team whose job really is to do the cleaning, which is straightforward. You just use the cleaning materials and the cloths provided. We have gloves and everything, and obviously you can wear masks, and we provide them if you wish. So you're just cleaning down where people have been, and then you dispose of the cloths. We've got a bag to put that in, and then the benches and everything will be ready for the following morning. I would say we need maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6, half a dozen to do that work, just to sort of reduce what each person has to do. The more the merrier. If we can get more, that's wonderful, but I think we do need a few. Unfortunately, because they're doing this stewarding work, we have to be, have to say that they have to be under 70. That's the rule that's imposed on us, so we will have to do that. So you'd have to be under 70, obviously, not with any symptoms of the virus or anything like that, or any vulnerabilities. And if you could possibly offer your time to do this for just say 10-15 minutes after mass, after the vigil, we'd very much appreciate that, because that would help us to have the mass and facilitate it. If we don't get that team, we're not going to be able to have the Mass. It's as simple as that, because those who are stewarding at the Mass, it's a bit much to impose on them the extra work after Mass as well. So we do need a separate team of helpers for this. So if you could contact me by email at the, here at St Joseph's, or at the phone 737 037, just to let me know. We'd very much appreciate this. It's short notice, I know, but we really do need to do this if we are going to open up for the Vigil Mass this Saturday. If not, then we'll go ahead, of course, with the Sunday morning masses at both churches and the masses next Wednesday. By the way, my apologies for the need to cancel Mass at very short notice at both St Peter's and St Joseph's, which was due to unforeseen circumstances, which are now resolved, and so we can go back to our previous schedule. But we very much like to add the Vigil Mass in to that mix, so if you could give this some serious consideration, we'd very much appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time, and take care, and God bless.